me to buy some new shoes for running because my old ones are no good anymore, and the ones that I wore on Wednesday they're not running shoes, they weren't sufficient. So we're gonna go buy some more. Come with me and do that. I have also realized that I forgot my Nike, so if the audio is bad, my apologies in advance, but let's go. Take a minute to just soak in how beautiful the mountain looks today. Like, what? Okay, we've made it. I'm gonna go to Rebel Sports and see what they have first, and then I'm gonna go to Chemist Warehouse and get some restorative supplements to when I do go on runs, that I take it afterwards so that I'm not so sore the day after, because this week I have been sore from running and I only ran once. So yeah, that's the plan. Let's go. Okay, we made it in the store. We also got a envelope that could potentially be a gift card, I think. I'm not sure. Have a look around and see what my options are. Okay, found some that I want to try, but I'm not sure. So, because they don't have what I was looking at online, so we're gonna have to figure something else out. So weird because it feels like there's like nothing at the front and then things like at the back. I'm gonna try the other ones that I seen. Hold on. I feel like these feel too big. But also, I don't know, it just feels so weird because the front feels like so empty because it just goes nothing. It does that with the shoe, but it actually they feel better. And that's what I've got so far. I'll look around and see if there's any other ones, but thus far I think these are winning. Two more to try that I've found in my size. So it's a black one. I was thinking I didn't want to get white because then it'll get dirty too fast. However, that might not be the case for options. I don't like the emptiness at the front. I think this is really bright, but if it's comfortable. The problem with these is this is a smaller size, and I think it's slightly too big. These, just because size-wise, not really for the looks, but if they fit comfortably, you know. It's weird because it feels like there's a bit in the middle, so it goes like that. No, it goes down up. I don't know, it feels like there's a bump in the middle. They're better than the other ones I had on before. I'm indecisive, and that doesn't help me that my options are kind of limited with sizing and colour wise. Out of these two, I think this one's more comfortable. That one is a little bit off. I found some more. These I seen online and I wanted to try them. I couldn't find them anywhere, but they didn't have a display thing on. These were just on a box. The other ones are comfier. They're horrible because when you walk it just feels like you're constantly doing that. I like these ones. I do. I'm gonna try the ones that are winning so far with these to see if I get it. They're actually pretty tiny. Like, I like both of these. They're the same brand, but I don't know if they're the same shoe. This one's the GT 1014 Gel Excite 11. So far they're pretty similar. The blue ones are a little bit thicker in the sole. They are similar in ways. Okay, these are winning so far. I'm going to see if there's any others that I find. I'm going to try them back on because I can't decide. I'm also going to get these socks. Don't know if they're meant for running, but it says training, so I'm assuming they'll do the job. so hard because they're so close. I think this one's more comfortable. This one has the slight like that. I don't know if that's a good thing when running. And I can't decide because I feel like these look cuter than these, but these are more comfortable than these. So I'm torn between the two. But these are also cheaper than these ones. So it's very, very hard and I can't decide. And I don't know how I'm going to decide. Hello, I'm back from the store. Now I'll show you what I got. I was so undecisive. I sat there for hours thinking what one should I, not hours, but in the shop at least. It's like going around looking for shoes, and then I got back and I was like, okay, I'm picking between these two, and I couldn't decide because one, I liked the colour more than the other colour, but the other one was more comfortable, but it was also more expensive, so then the other one was cheaper. It was a whole ordeal, and I kept, I was Googling just to see kind of like what ones were better, all that type of thing. Anyway, these are some socks that I got for running because they've got like more cushioning. Is that a word? They've got more fabric in the areas that you need when you run. This was originally $25. However, I got them for $18.07. So I think that's pretty good. I did, however, save $54 plus a $10 voucher that I got when I went into the store. So they gave you these there was like a lady standing there and she had like maybe 10, 15 of these in her hand and she's like, pick one, it's a free voucher. And so anyway, I picked one. I was like, okay, picked one and it had a $10 voucher in it for Rebels. So I used it. So yeah, that was good. I digress. I got these for cheaper because one, they were 20% off store-wide for everything and also was 15% off for new members. So I ended up joining. So I saved $6.92 on these. Next are the shoes. Now I got these ones, the blue ones, because yes, I liked the pink and white. I think that's pink, but it also had the yellow as well. I thought with those they would probably get, white would get dirty quite easy and a lot faster. So they were also more expensive, so I got the cheaper ones. However, I also got a discount on these, so I got 20% off with 15% off. Saved $47.08 on these. So they were originally $170 and I got them for $122.91. So I think that's a bargain. The brand, I've heard so much good things about this brand, so I really hope these do justice. I'll show you my old ones. So these are my old running shoes / just sports shoes in general. You can see they used to be white and now they're kind of brown. They were a good shoe. I did actually really like these. However, they don't stock these particular ones anymore. But yeah, these have done justice for what they were. I needed a new pair. However, I'll still keep these for just random outside activities that I'll be doing. Potentially like in the garden or whatever. So they are good shoes. It's my new shoes. I am going to try them out tomorrow. I'm going to run in them and see how they are. On the top of this subject though, I went to Chemist Warehouse, which is right next door, just because I wanted to get some things for the recovery of running. So one of those things is Go Magnesium Glycinate. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's for calm and relaxing. So it's basically helps with calmness at night and I think muscle recovery as well. Sports versus sleep and stuff. So I think that if I've got like sore legs from running, I'm not going to be like restless as much as I would if I wasn't taking this. I do also take Magnesium FX, which I'll put on the screen what that looks like, which is a different type of magnesium, which is okay to take. I am just going to take them at different times at night, just so that I'm not taking them together. The thing I got was Amino Recovery. Now I've heard a lot about which things you should get. Now this one I think is BCAA and the EAA formula, which I think was beneficial because I didn't want one or the other. I didn't want to get the EAA formula without the BCAA. However, this one had both, so I thought this would be more beneficial than just getting the one that had one only. I will use this one on my running days. So when I do my runs, I'll take this after the fact. It is a powder form. I also got this in purple grape flavour because I thought that would be nice. It is done with sweetness, it's not sugar based. It looks pretty clear. But yeah, I also, to go with this, I got a transportable portable container, so I could put some in here, so I don't have to bring the whole glass container with me everywhere that I go. If like I'm traveling somewhere and I want to go for a run, I want to be traveling with this, so then I could put it in these, and then I have like a little container for it. So to go with that, I have also brought, it's a lot bigger.
This one recommended to me by a friend because she has it. So it's a BCAA powder, but it's a different kind. It's also apple flavour, this one. And it's also massive compared to this one. So this is 500 milligrams, I think. No, 500 grams, sorry. And then this one was 350 grams. So you can obviously see the size comparison. She takes this one and she thinks it's really good. I'll try it out. But this one I'm going to do on my gym days. So I'm not going to do this one on my run days. I think the other one is much more needed for the run days. For apple flavour, it's looking very purple. Hopefully it is actually apple flavour and it's not like a dupe of it's not the berry flavour and they put it in the wrong container. You know what I mean? Apple and berry. So use that when I run, use that when I gym. But yeah, that's all I got. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed me trying to decide which 50 shoe to buy because I didn't know. I also thought, like, do I buy both? But I don't need both. I only needed the one. So I brought the blue one because I thought that best matched my vibe, best suited me. It was cheaper, it looked better. Like, in my personal opinion, it looked better. I liked the blue better than the other one. But the other one did fit more comfortably, only very slightly. Like, it almost was like I couldn't tell which was better. And that's where it was kind of like, oh, I don't know. But then I think the pink was just slightly a little bit more comfortable on the, because that goes like that. Well, the other one was a little bit more flat, I think, but I don't know if that'll make a difference. Like, they felt the same. That's all I have to say. Let me know your thoughts on which one you would have picked out of the options that I got. But yeah, thanks for watching.